After the utter disaster in Egypt, the British people demand action. First, with the British Air Force as they strike back against Germany, attacking sea zones and the mainland. Meanwhile, back in the Pacific, the situation grows desperate for the Chinese. As the British advance into the Middle East, looking for allies there, as the onslaught of Italy seems inevitable. Meanwhile, there's what's being called a strategic retreat happening in Africa. Things do not look well at the moment for the empire. Generalfund reporting for duty. This is going to be for UK round 2. I'm going to start with the economy for United Kingdom, Europe. They have $38, and they're going to purchase 2 strategic bombers and 1 tactical bomber. For UKP, they've got 21. They are purchasing 3 tanks and 1 infantry. And also, we are advancing our tech to 2. And also moved Japan's also moved their tech, advanced their tech to 2. Go ahead with for UKP, there will be no combat, but I will go ahead and take care of this side of the map with their non-combat movements over here. So I look at the situation here, and I feel like maybe I'm being set up in Yunnan. He now has a naval base. Sunny now has a naval base, and can move this entire fleet over to Calcutta and effectively just pretty much win this game. So gonna maintain the neutrality for now, make him make that move, and gonna do a series of non-combat movements over on this side of the world. Okay, here we go. From East Persia, I moved over into Eastern Persia. I moved over into Persia, picking up 2 partisans there. I've got 3 infantry there now. I moved from one guy from Sumatra via the transport to Borneo. I moved up my 3 infantry from Malaya up to the Shan State. And I'm moving my fleet from Sea Zone 39 to 38 over to 37. Gonna slide those over. All right, and that's gonna end my actions here on the Pacific side of the map. I'll move over to UKE. All right, on UKE, I'm going to make 2 attacks. First attack is going to be with my strategic bomber over to Sea Zone 114. My second attack is going to be 4 fighters to Holland and Belgium, from both of those from the United Kingdom. Okay, down there in British Guinea, I moved my 2 infantry into Brazil, which is pro-allies, and I'm going to gain some partisans there. And the real problem we have, the absolute terrible situation that Egypt's in. They're going to do what General George McClellan called, after the failure of the Peninsular Campaign, to put a siege around Richmond, Virginia. We're going to shift all of our forces south and attack Italy in whatever that is, Sudan, directly to the south of them. And we'll begin with those battles. Okay. So we've got the bomber over into Sea Zone 114, going up against the cruiser. Do that one first. Okay, so we've got bomber going at 4, cruiser going at 3. And the bomber hit, the cruiser missed, so that will be the cruiser and the transport going down on that one. All right, for my next attack, I'm going with 4 fighters traveling from the United Kingdom, moving to from Sea Zone 110 to Belgian Holland, taking on a tank and an infantry. And we're going with 4-3. All right. And now we're going to go with the, we'll go infantry and tank. So we got the infantry going at 2, tank going at 3. And that is infantry missed, and we got a hit with the tank. So I will lose 1 fighter, and the tank and the infantry are off. Before I go with the Anglo-Egypt-Sudan battle, I'll just show this real quick. I moved up 1 infantry from Greece into this Italian territory, Albania. So I moved 1 infantry up to Albania, and now we'll go ahead and do the Battle of Anglo-Egypt-Sudan, which British propaganda is calling a strategic withdrawal. Okay, we have 4 going at 2. And we got 1 being infantry. And 1 going at 3. That's a miss. Okay. And this is going to be 3 at 2. That's 1. I'll lose the infantry, and we'll head into round 2. Round 2. 3 at 2. Got a hit. I'll take an infantry, and 1 at 3. That's a miss. Okay. 2 at 2. All right. I'll tell you, this is just how things have been going for these poor bastards in Africa. So, okay, 2 at 2. That's going to end it. 1 at 2. Okay. All right, so surviving the battle is 1 tank and 2 artillery. All right, well, this is the point in the game when I wish that there was a scorched earth option. So in Anglo-Egypt-Sudan, we've got the 1 tank and 2 artillery. Via train, I'm going to move from Union to South Africa. I'm going to bring up those 2 infantry. I'm going to put them into the Tanganyika territory. Just for posterity, the minor industrial complex and sea base are on Union South Africa, which is hanging off the board there. Okay, in Brazil, I'm going to pick up 3 partisans and also 2 IPCs. And I'm going to move my transport up to Sea Zone 101. My destroyer is moving from Sea Zone 91 to Sea Zone 92. My planes are all returning to the United Kingdom. And like I said, this is where I wish there was some sort of scorched earth option, because I would gladly burn down that factory that I built that will now be Italy's factory, certainly. And in that sea base, I'd just catch that right on fire if I could. So move on to collect income and place units phase. Okay, for collect income, the United Kingdom gained 1 in Anglo-Egypt-Sudan. They gained 1 in Albania. It's going to be 2 off Italy. They gained 2 down in Brazil, bringing them up to 29 with, unfortunately, no other bonuses because they do not control all of their original European territories. Okay, over on the UKP side, they're going to pick up 2 in Persia as well as 2 partisans. And we'll move them up from 20 to 21, 22. Alright, we'll go on to the place unit phase. We're going to put 3 tanks. We're going to put 3 tanks in infantry in India. And over in jolly old London, we're going to be adding 2 strategic bombers, as well as a tactical fighter. And let's begin the recap. Recap from hell. Scotland, 1 infantry. And on the United Kingdom, we have 3 infantry, 1 mechanized infantry, 2 French infantry, 1 French fighter. We have 3, 4, 5 in aircraft guns, 3 fighters, 1 tactical bomber, 3 strategic bombers. And I see, I see one other non-combat movement I'd like to make. I'm going to move the fighter from Gibraltar up to United Kingdom, and I'll go ahead and add that, get that number back to 4. Okay. C-Zone 101, we have a transport. In Brazil, we have 4 infantry and a tank. C-Zone 92, I have a destroyer. C-Zone 81, I have a destroyer. In Persia, we have 3 infantry. In West and India, we have 5 tanks, 1 mechanized infantry, 1 regular infantry, 1 tactical bomber. In Burma, we have 6 infantry, 3 anti-aircraft guns, 2 fighters. In Shan State, we have 3 infantry. In Sumatra, I have 1 infantry. Borneo, I have 1 infantry. In C-Zone 37, 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer. In the Borneo C-Zone, we have 1 transport, as well as the 1 infantry on the land. And that is it for the place unit phase. And I'll go ahead and collect income, finish up this turn. Oh, in case I missed them, Egypt still has 2 Australian infantry, and in Anglo-Egypt Sudan I have 1 tank, 2 artillery. In the Tangiaki territory, 2 infantry. I think that's it. All right, to end our collect income phase, the United Kingdom is going to collect 25, 29 IPCs. The UK on the other side is going to collect 23. Excuse me. No, that's right. Yep, 23. And that will end my turn. Actually, I believe, I don't know, I'm going to say 22. I'm a little confused on that, so I'm just going to say, in fairness, I'll say 22 for UKP because I'm not completely sure. So we'll say 22, and that will end the lengthy United Kingdom turn.
Please subscribe to General Fund for less dishonor.